In this video, you'll learn how to leverage Log360, the unified SIEM solution from ManageEngine, to detect techniques involved in command and control. The nonprofit organization MITRE formulated the adversarial tactics, techniques, and common knowledge framework to help organizations understand the attack patterns of threat actors. This framework provides information such as how an attacker enters a network, what steps they take to persist in the network undetected, and how they escalate privileges to carry out their attacks. Command and Control or C2 is one of the 14 tactics listed in the MITRE ATT&CK framework. C2 refers to the techniques used by attackers to establish and maintain communication with compromised systems to control them. An attacker's goal in doing so is to execute commands, exfiltrate data, maintain persistence, or evade detection. Monitoring command and control techniques can help security analysts detect compromised systems and malicious activities at an early stage. This can help analysts understand the scope of the attack, enabling a swift response to contain the threat. Attackers may use different techniques to establish command and control, including application layer protocol, where attackers leverage standard protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, and DNS to avoid detection or network filtering by blending in with existing traffic. Ingress tool transfer, which involves attackers transferring additional tools or payloads from an external C2 server to the compromised system. Proxy, which involves threat actors using tools to enable traffic redirection through intermediate systems to obfuscate its origin. And remote access software, which involves attackers leveraging legitimate RDP tools to establish an interactive C2 channel and target systems for malicious purposes. An attacker attempting to carry out command and control operations typically follows certain steps. They usually begin by compromising a system within the target network using tactics like phishing or by exploiting software vulnerabilities. Once inside the system, attackers will install malware or a backdoor that establishes a connection to the C2 server. At the behest of the malware, the compromised system will identify itself to the C2 server by transmitting information such as hostname, OS details, IP address, and user privileges. This information will help attackers map the environment and decide how to proceed. Attackers will then use the C2 server to send commands to the malware with instructions to steal credentials, launch DDoS attacks, or execute payloads like ransomware and move laterally within the network. Threat actors often use the C2 channel to exfiltrate sensitive data such as PII, intellectual property, financial records, or login credentials, which can be used for further exploitation or sold on the dark web. To ensure continued access to the compromised system, attackers will create hidden user accounts or establish multiple backdoors to regain control even if one channel is discovered and disrupted. Throughout the operation, attackers will use sophisticated methods like encryption, steganography, or proxy chains to evade detection and maintain control. They'll finally cover their tracks by deleting event logs and removing traces of their presence. Now let's see how Log360 can help in a situation like this. Log360 is a unified SIEM solution that supports the MITRE ATT&CK framework. It comes with predefined reports to identify various tactics and techniques attackers use, including command and control. You can find such out-of-the-box reports for various MITRE tactics under the Reports tab of Event Log Analyzer or the SIEM module of Log360. Select MITRE ATT&CK and click on Command and Control to find the techniques and sub-techniques that an attacker may use to establish communication with a compromised system. For the scope of this video, let's consider the reports under Remote Access Software and Application Layer Protocol. The Application Layer Protocol provides reports for DNS tunnel technique carried out by the Muddy Water APT group. DNS tunneling involves the malware exploiting DNS protocols to establish a C2 channel with the attacker. Log360 detects such attacks and provides details such as when the action occurred, along with details of the device, the process, the parent process name, and the command line used, in addition to the event ID, severity, and a message explaining the event. Similarly, the remote access software provides reports for potential remote desktop connection to non-domain host and suspicious TSCon executions, both of which involves threat actors exploiting RDP sessions to execute their goals. Log360 also comes with SOAR capabilities. This means that if you associate a response workflow with an alert profile, Log360 will be able to carry out certain automated actions such as stopping a process or a service or logging off and disabling the user. This can help you stop an attack before it causes damage. However, to prevent future attacks, here are some steps you can take. Monitor network traffic, especially communication over non-standard ports or suspicious domain queries. Analyze encrypted traffic for unusual behaviors. And lastly, leverage threat intelligence and endpoint detection to stay ahead of attacks. If you have any questions or would like to get a personalized demo, please send an email to log360-support at ManageEngine.com. Thank you for watching this video. If you wish to see Log360 in action, visit this link and download our product. You can also get a free 30-day trial of Log360 and evaluate how it satisfies your requirements.